may actually link it out. How did I do that last time? I swear if I do it like that. Maybe I can just get on the computer. So yeah, just coming through with an energy update, the energy forecast for this Leo full moon. Let me know how you guys are feeling. It does do the live, cool. That was not working last time. All right, cool. So I have it up. I'm just going to link this out if I can. One thing I want to bring up before like I get into the energy read and everything is like how much resistance you've got to push through to like really get any wisdom or like spiritual awareness or anything out at this time. Like I've seen so many going through that. And it's not like soul resistance or anything. It truly is like spiritual warfare type stuff. And yeah, I'll be doing some videos on that. I'm just getting through like the energy updates, and I thought I'd do one because there's the Leo full moon today, 12th here in Australia. So it's Valentine's Day in a couple of weeks. So Valentine's week heats up as Venus in Aries and Leo full moon ignite. So there can be like there's a lot of the fire element coming through. So there can be a lot of passion, but also a lot of anger based on the past with Mars retrograde in Cancer, which when we're reading that in group 4 is just like ew. Mars retrograde in Cancer. So the sun is blinding people if they seem like a little extra crazy at this time. That's why. But yeah, I'll get into that. I'm just attempting to freaking, like, can't even share. I don't even know how to share. I might just try it this way. I swear if I... Oh, it actually worked. Okay, so yeah, Leo full moon. I'll get into that. What? Just fucking insane. Right, now, if you guys could share it out, that would be really good because I'm having so many issues right now. Share to... Yeah, it's the weirdest shit. Anyhow, it'll be uploaded on the YouTube Sophia Speaks. So Indigo Moon got taken down, the one that had like 15,000 followers. There's Sophia Speaks. Otherwise, just Facebook is really where I post everything. So Valentine's week could end up bringing more drama than you're counting on, with the full moon in Leo hitting on February the 12th. So that's today in Australia. Navigating wisely, because if you can stay conscious, no one else can like mess up your vibration, even though their shadows may try to. It's the spirit against the flesh. It's not even, everyone's innocent. So, and I suppose that's what they're talking about there with the shadows. But Neptune and North Node are still in conjunction, activating new soul contracts and a brand new chapter to your spiritual journey. And as Mercury's enters Pisces, you'll realize that your twin soul, for the ones on the twin flame journey, their higher soul, like their soul, your twin soul has been wanting to talk to you. There'll be a lot of like telepathic communication. I mean, twin flame Valentine's issues, a lot of twin flames are just dread Valentine's. I mean, really you should have moved beyond like idolizing and even like buying into these types of celebrations, etc. But yeah, because majority, if not all, in my perspective, there is no twin flames united. Because Christ is the first one. Like, you're all just all jumping on the Christ consciousness bandwagon without even realizing it. And then you try and run away to like Krishna consciousness with like, oh, but I have a chakra. It's like, that's Hinduism. Do you even realize like what you're speaking about? But nope, it's a religion. The pain can be like excruciating, the separation though, so like if you do need help with that, just reach out, book into a session. We can do a 30-minute phone session for that. Okay, like there's certain things coming up, like resistance and stuck energy from the ego will be coming out. This means I wouldn't even put too much focus on the Valentine's Day energy, because it is just like a celebration, like an idol. And if you actually looked into like the origin of it, you'd be disgusted. But yeah, Mercury in the center of the sun, foggy or inspired. So onto the week at hand. We still have Mercury in the center of the sun early on in the eye of the sun. This can bring fogginess, confusion, the possibility of inspiration and epiphanies is available. However, coupled with the Leo full moon brewing, it can indicate that people are not in control of themselves. However, like this whole thing about free will, like it's an illusion. So autopilot, they're operating on patterns, not conscious awareness. If people seem a bit crazier than usual, it's because their ego self, which usually controls them, is stunned. We were talking about that shocked energy last week. So remember that if they're expressing negativity, it's a pattern they've picked up along the way, not the truth about who they are. And like I stated before, it's the like the spiritual warfare against the true flesh, which is the soul. So spiritual awakenings, a new chapter. Neptune and the North Node are still in conjunction. It seems that we're going through this major transition phase, spiritually preparing for a new era of ascension and awakening, and that soul contracts are coming online. This could mean you meet people by accident, or old friends fade out of the picture, or a new job opportunity shows up. You suddenly feel driven to move, forward, and you have that regained inspiration and motivation. Destiny at work. So destiny is at work in your life, especially your soul path. And the thing is, it could get uncomfortable if you have journeyed away from your authentic soul purpose, frequency, and plan for this lifetime, as the universe and your soul will first have to disrupt and dismantle those non-guided elements, like where, you went against intuition and guidance. Try to keep this in mind if things feel a bit chaotic at this time. So emotions running high, this is like full on, because we've got the Venus in Aries and the full moon in Leo and the Mars retrograde in Cancer. Emotions are running extremely high and people are not being rational or logic. This is very fiery and can bring conflicts and blow-ups. No one wants to back down, in essence. So you may in particular encounter like masculine male people who aren't aware of how much their childhood and family influence are affecting their current life and how wounded they really are. It's about that stuff, like not you specifically. The Leo full moon, ego and emotions on fire. So the full moon in Leo, February 12th here, now is turning up the heat in all areas of life, especially relationships. Leo is ruled by the sun, so this energy is all about authentic expression, like soul expression, love and pride. However, it can also trigger ego battles, especially when combined with Venus and Mars, both in the fire signs. People may be reactive and stubborn. No one wants to admit fault, blame, and conflict. If conflicts arrive, Spirit reminds us that this is part of purging separation consciousness. You will likely notice old patterns of blame, competition, and fear coming up for release. Just be the observer. Choose not to engage with ego-driven clashes that are coming up, within people, places, situations, or things. You can transmute this energy by actively clearing out separation, opposition template, and false karma that disrupts. Isochronic tones, binaural beats, solfeggio tones, and stuff like that are really good to just get out of your own emotions, which is an illusion because you don't own emotions. So your emotions, you've literally just that which you possesses you. Alright, how to shift it. A Spirit's advice is love yourself first, as it will shift the dynamic. You've got to focus your energy instead of validation outwards. You've really got to focus it within and what your intuition's saying, what Spirit's saying for you, what's your next move, how should you perceive yourself. But yeah, helping Soul Tribe clear toxic ego patterns and separation programming is really beneficial at this time. Maybe talking and bringing those things up for discussion will help. And showing us this negative 3D material has clouded this vision and distorted being's approach, for such a long time. Now that you're getting to see the roots of why it was there to begin with, and why they may have had resistance to vulnerability, love, etc. Forgiveness is needed to clear this. And this is talking about the chakras, because the whole spiritual community really do focus on that dimensional state of awareness of their energy spheres. There's the knot of Vishnu, or the knot of Christ, if you will, which is in between the yellow and the green. So in between the solar plexus and the heart chakra, there's a little knot of forgiveness there. And if you really work on moving the energy, you can see it as a little gold plug, sometimes they view it as, and pull that out and allow the gold to trickle all over the lower chakras, the lower self. That can really, it's the knot of forgiveness. Or you just look at it, it's the knot of Vishnu in Sanskrit, which is traditionally where chakras originated from. So do not to get into anger or resentment, as it keeps things stuck. This can be hard if you haven't cleared anger. So find some way, whether it's music therapy or a smash house or something of the sort. Anger keeps things stuck and deflects love. It's a repel against. So yeah, intense full moon opposition, as the Leo full moon opposes Mercury in the center of the sun. It's an extra heightened and unusual time. In general, people are not seeing clearly. They're operating on emotional ego-based autopilot to a large degree. Release the filters of perception, the veils of illusion, the divine light can reach through, says Spirit. And ask yourself, did you ask for more? You're being reminded you are shifting, changing for the next chapter. Spirit points out you've asked for this next chapter. So everything that has been changing in your life recently has been building up for this, for the better, happier states. Now you're pushed to become the version of yourself who is a frequency matched to what you asked for. So, because otherwise it just won't be able to happen, or it will take a long time if you don't level up and move into the embodiment of that, even character or being that you want to be or you see yourself as. So what else is there? Mars and Venus switching up. So Mars soon goes direct, but less than 2 weeks later, Venus goes retrograde. So it means it will be an intense spring for the Americans, and autumn, spring, summer, autumn. Yeah, autumn for us here in the southern hemisphere. I really don't view dimensional states of awareness like that, but anyway. So it'll be an intense spring or autumn, and we still have the other outer planets changing signs during the next 6 months as well. In short, we have this massive push for purification and ascension from spirit for several months still. So telepathy and like twin flame dreams. On Valentine's Day, Mercury moves into Pisces and opening a powerful portal for telepathy and dream communication. You'll see your twin soul reaching out through songs, dreams, synchronicity. So take some quiet time, tune in and listen. Yeah, it's just a pretty intense week. So this energy reading, like everything that I read, really was the forecast from like the 10th to the 16th. So we're in the 12th now. Yeah, Valentine's Day, Mercury enters Pisces, so that shall be interesting. I mean, Mercury's in Pisces is quite interesting. Your mental strength, creativity and imagination in this energy, both of which are beneficial in your career and leisure time activities, but this influence also diminishes practicality. So you can be unrealistic and prone to like fantasy and wishful thinking. Charming words and a caring, compassionate interest in others endear you to people. When you ride this wave of Mercury and Pisces, your sixth sense will be activated, and it's important to protect yourself from the negative energy generated by some people, situation, places and things, because your receptivity, it'll be absorbing like the emotions and thoughts, like through your thoughts, moods and feelings that surround you. So yeah, just be in awareness of that. I'll just read through the post I did for the Leo full moon. However, the Leo moon in the full moon in Leo squares Uranus in Taurus. So this is the energy of unpredictability, breakthroughs, and an intense rebuilding of the heart's energetic circuit. So like we were talking about yesterday, it's the higher heart and the crown chakra that are really being like focused on with these energies coming through with all the shifts. So the Leo Uranus energy is a code of progression. It breaks down old patterns, emotional barriers, doubts, and all energetic distortions that have prevented you from embodying like your true self, which is just like the soul personification. This is no ordinary full moon. This is a quantum breakthrough portal, the roar of the lion of liberation, shattering old timelines of hesitation, fear, and repression. Leo's solar fire plus Uranus ray activates the heart solar plexus fusion, rebuilding the nervous system and anchoring the frequency of your true soul, fully embodied, fully visible, fully sovereign. This realm is changing, the portal is opening, and this is an anchoring event of the timeline. There's like so many rare astrological things going on like this year specifically, so yeah, I thought I'd come on and read that up, but I will be speaking a little bit more deeper into like the topics that, you know, we talk about in Soul Tribe and stuff like that, which is, you know, I don't know whether you've heard of the Book of Enoch and like Nephilim and the Watchers and, you know, just really being observers of spirit, etc. Like that is some type of template, I suppose, that I'll be speaking on next. So I hope you guys find some like wisdom or awareness in that update. If you'd like to book a reading with me, just send me a message and I'll send you through the link. Namaste.